Welcome to Be Aware to Be Prepared. My name is Debbie Boyce. I'm your host of this month's show, and it's in month's show in the past, and occasionally I do have guests. We do have some months coming up that I am going to have some people join me who have some expertise in cold weather. This month is about season changes. Yes, my hair has changed. This is not a season change. This is, I think, just a life change. Ha ha. How many people are going through that? Maybe you. Okay. I have a wide variety of things in front of me. What are we going to talk about? I said we're going to talk about season changes. During this last month and over the months coming, people have had tornadoes, hurricanes, windstorms, rainstorms. We've also come out of, but not through yet, COVID. The past year and a half, going on to 2 years, we have the Delta variant. And then we have the Mu variant that's come out. But let's rewind. If you've been watching my show over the past years, I've talked about one thing. Every year, everyone should get a flu vaccine. I'm showing you my arm, okay? This morning, I got a flu vaccine. I got the mature vaccine. What does that mean? Oh, when you get to be over 65, then you hit maturity level. Ha ha. So see, guys, for those who are seniors, maturity does happen. So we call it the mature vaccine, the over 65. What could happen to me? Later on, I'm going into work at the pharmacy. I need to just monitor everything we've been monitoring for COVID. Whether I'm going to get a temperature, whether I might feel a little ill. I haven't felt ill yet. I'm very lucky not to have reactions. What does it do? Does it keep me from getting sick all the time? No. It lessens the effect, the intensity of when I do contract bronchitis, because I do have asthma. So it lowers the intensity of my breathing issues. I still need to take my medicine on a daily basis. That's me. You're different. But one thing is the same. One thing is the same that we talk about every month. What must you do with these? Your young children, your two-legged critters, when they go to school, they need to wash their hands. Because these touch handrails, they touch tables, they touch things in the department store. If they go to get this off the shelf, you don't know where the hand was that was just before this. Or here. Wash your hands. I don't have water. What am I going to do? I can't wash my hands. You know the answer. Hand sanitizer. It's your best friend now. Have a small container. Use it. Don't lose it. I tell that to my family. Use it, but don't lose it. If you lose it, that's okay. I've got another one. A lot of people say, wait a minute, that's very expensive to keep on buying these little ones. It's not. if you can find a bigger bottle and then fill the little bottle from the bigger bottle, which is a lot less expensive. Works it. The other size is here. So there's so many variables. What can you do? Someone in my family doesn't like carrying a bottle. So they had, and we had these last year and the year before, okay? Nothing's different about COVID and flu. The common variable is that we have to wash our hands. We sneeze, we have to wash our hands. We sneeze into our elbow, just don't put it around somebody. So the person in my family who does not like to carry these in their pocket, I give them a hand sanitizer packet in a baggie, because these have a lot of hand sanitizer in it, so you can use it more than once. No, you don't want to put it in your pocket. You don't want to leave it down, you know. So, what have we talked about? Same thing that we've talked about past years and years and years. Everything that your grandmother and everybody else has talked to you about. Wash your hands. So you can't wash your hands. You don't have hand sanitizer. I just pushed my glasses up, but I pushed it up with my finger. I'm going to take my glasses off. I'm not going to rub my eyes, I'm not going to rub my nose or keep my fingers out of my mouth. Because people, that is how we catch the flu. That's how we catch COVID. That's how we catch all these variants, all the germs. The one thing they have in common is they're germs. You're in control, and whether they go into your body through the moist, okay? And yeah, this is going to gross you out in through your private area. Clean, okay? Any moist, open part of your body, that will transmit the germ into your body. Keep them away. Use hand sanitizer. Boy, you don't want use hand sanitizer and touch your eyes. You don't want to do that again. That's a good way to remember. But we don't want to do that. Just wash your hands. Now, who can remember how long are we supposed to wash our hands for? Really scrubbing, my imaginary sink in front of me, and you will see a sink with washing hands. Happy birthday twice is what they have taught in school. Find a song that you can hum and do that. Okay? Get in, dry your hands, wash them a lot. Oh my God, my hand is starting to crack. What am I going to do? This is not fair to my skin. People are saying, oh, I can't be doing that. You need to. We want you people around. We want you people to go ahead and be with us. We've lost enough people to these germs. Usually the flu will manifest itself, manifest a big word, into possibly P pneumonia or just pneumonia. I always jokingly say P pneumonia because there's a P in front of it. But some people have passed on from the flu when they've had compromised conditions of COPD or any breathing or any other illnesses. The key is be safe to yourself and to others. How many people got sick while we were mandated to wear our masks? not very many people caught the flu, caught the sniffles. Why? Because we wore a mask. What's happened though, we've lowered our immune system. Some of you guys know of people who are teachers. Those teachers very seldom get sick because they're around people, the young kids, the little ones, and they're around germs all the time. Then they wore masks, and then now we take them down because we're been immunized. The key is immunization. I got my flu shot, and yes, I can hit my arm. My arm is fine. When you get your COVID shot, it might be a little stiff. Why will it be stiff? If I get a shot and I tighten up my muscles, the muscle that they put it in is going to hurt. And your muscle is going to say, why did you just do that? And it's going to rebel. And then you're going to say, see, I shouldn't have done that. Now I have a sore arm. But people, you're going to be safe and you're not going to die. Die? Wait a minute. People are saying, no, I'm not going to die. We're now talking about why should we have to wear a mask when we've been immunized? Because I can catch the Delta or the Mu variant, even though I've been immunized since December. Our immunizations go away, and that's why, go away, wait a minute, they lower, their effectiveness goes away, lowers themselves for coverage. That's why you're seeing on TV about whooping cough, pertussis. They're talking about giving people booster shots. You're saying, wait a minute, I got it when I was a young child. What do we get when we're young children? What do we do for our children in order for them to go into school? They get a series of immunizations, measles, mumps, rubella, and they get it when they're young. Some people get the hepatitis B shots, the series. The COVID is going to be part of that. So come to grips with it, guys, gals. It's going to be part of it. Or get your paper that says you are absolved from getting that shot. Okay? Enough with the variant, enough with the COVID, enough with the flu. Bottom line is, and I don't want to sound like I'm preaching and I'm coming down on you hard, but I am, because you are in control. You can wash your hands. You don't sneeze or cough on people. You can help. You can control it. While you're not, use the wipes. I found hand sanitizer lotion. So this now, I can be able to moisten my hand as well as sanitize myself. Way cool. Read your labels. Now, we've also talked about the importance of drinking water. How much water should you drink? I need to drink a lot because my weight is 175. Half of that in ounces is what I should drink. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. You're going to say, I'm going to pee through the night. Well, when your kidneys get used to it, you're not going to get up and pee. You drink it through the day. There's different kinds of packets you can dump in your water, different things to make it flavorful. But yes, I need to drink 1/2 of 175. I need to drink about a gallon of water. But people say, well, is it coffee, tea? That doesn't count. It counts, but it takes more to drink and to count as it. If you eat watermelon, a cup of watermelon equals 1/2 cup of water. All your melons, look it up, people. You can do it. Now, we've talked about the change of seasons. We're out and about because we don't have to wear masks when we're outside, but we're outside. We've talked about the importance of doing insect repellent against ticks, and we talked about sunscreen. The sun doesn't go away in the winter, the fall, winter, and spring. It's still there. So protect yourself, okay? Every day, put it on. All right, so we get this warning coming across our TV saying that there is this storm blowing in. Now, depending on where you live, depends on exactly what that storm will look like. Mother Nature is changing. But Mother Nature doesn't say, oh, wait a minute, they didn't do their shopping, and they're not ready for this storm, so we are not going to hit them. Guess what? Mother Nature doesn't care. They can't split the wind and the raindrops from certain parts of the neighborhood. You need to be prepared. How many of you have a to-go box or to-go bag? What's that? If you go on to ready.gov, READY.gov, it will give you a list of things to keep in a box. I use stacking boxes because you can stack the box. In my box and in the front part is water purification. It's also, there's some jelly in there, you'll see, some peanut butter, okay, some paper goods, because there's nothing worse than going ahead and worrying about lack of paper. You could have toilet paper, a roll of toilet paper, that works good. But it's important to have these things in containers that will not spoil. Shop around. The peanut butter is in a squeeze bag, so I don't need a knife. The jelly is in a squeeze. I also, in a bag, I have trail mix. That's awesome because that's your protein. So if you have to be without electricity, without some water, you should be having your bottles of water saved aside. And if you do, and if you don't, I have a device that you can go ahead and bend over into a stream, suck through that filter, and it purifies your water. What better way of doing it? That is awesome. It's safe. You're not going to get sick. Some people get worried that they're going to get sick because of drinking out of the streams and waters. I've also gotten some feedback about, because I presented water being in plastic containers all the time. That's true. Well, I have a container of water in a cardboard. Wouldn't be able to burn this kind of cardboard, but they do make it. The other thing to think about as you're 3 days without your electricity is protein drinks. This one will give me 30 grams of protein. Okay, they come in all different flavors. The shelf life is a long time on these, but please be careful and read all your dates. Okay, they have all different kinds of bars. I always put granola bars, different kashi bars, anything into my boxes. I go through them and rotate the food. Along with that, and in this box, I have, this is just a flare, you can see it's glaring, okay, is a headlamp. It's something that I can wear. I can be free from my hands. These last mega days. Things to put in and have for kids, okay, into your Halloween baskets, trick or treat. These little flashlights. I call them my throwaway flashlights, but you can replace the batteries and use them for quite some time. A lot of you people know that I'm an EMT and I work on an ambulance. So this is one that I can turn and I can zoom in. It fits in my pocket and it's very handy. So we're out and about and we're doing our thing and it gets dark out. We have our light, but lights aren't going to matter unless you're walking around and your whole body is lit up. Okay? So last month or the last couple months, I've worn a reflector vest. Okay? So we need to wear reflective clothing. This one is made of mesh, and I like it because it keeps me cool. But I can layer it and put something warm underneath. Where I live right now, we're coming into hunting seasons. So we talk about the change of seasons, not just for weather, but hunting. So if I'm going out for a hike, I don't hunt, but this is a hat that can be used for camouflage, but when I go out for a hike, I want to be seen. So I'm going to turn it the other way, and I'm going to wear it like that. I'm just seeing this for the first time. Blue hair with orange hat. Interesting combination. So then on my hands, okay, bright yellow. Important, people. Light yourself up, illuminate yourself with reflector tape. Reflector, whether it be on your hands, on your jacket. They make backpacks with reflector tape going across. That's something that you, as you're walking around in the stores, and you're say, oh, that'll work. You know, I've had this stuff for filters for a long time. I haven't opened it up. I'm heading to a road race to support a road race the end of the month. So I am going to take the tablets with me. I do have, there is little bottles of tablets that you just drop it into 1 gallon of water and it purifies it. It can do 100 gallons of water. As long as you don't lose that little bottle, you're okay. You're safe. I'm going to be safe. Why would I do that? They're going to serve, have good water where I'm going to be with the runners. I'm not used to that water because it's not the same as what I've been drinking. My body is as such that when I change waters, it's like an automatic laxative. Sometimes that would be okay, but sometimes it's not. So I use the purification, the pills, or I drink through the straw. That's what I'm going to take. As I was walking through the stores this week, I found something even. They're developing this all the time. This is a lantern. I bent over the top. Is solar. Great Christmas gifts, people. Great birthday gifts. What it does is, this is the solar pad right here. You can see where it's dark, like your solar lights outside. And what it does is it expands into a lantern, and it will give me 8 hours once it's fully charged. That's incredible. Then I go to sleep, and then I recharge it the next day. People say, wait a minute, what about if it's cloudy? It's okay. They do charge. Things do charge when it's cloudy. It takes longer. So don't give up. We talked about a lot today. The to-go box, to-go bag. You can use a carry-on on wheels. I choose the stacking box. Okay? In front of the stacking box is a lantern, and also the fuel that goes with it. It comes in a sealed container, and you just screw the lantern onto it. That's part of my emergency box. Those of you who camp have that. So take it from your camping stuff and put it in one place. That's the key. Put it in one place so when the lights go out, you can go to that place, grab your bag. Another place to have a to-go bag is in your car, in your office. We're going to talk about a to-go bag next month for wintertime and what you should have in that. So be creative. Start thinking. Think out of the box to help yourself, to stay hydrated, to fight off the germs. Wear the mask, okay? Whichever mask you want to do to protect yourself. Because there are people who have not been vaccinated who are spreading germs to us. We do not want that. Use hand sanitizer, drink your protein, stay reflective. This is being brought to you by the Medical Reserve Corps, non-Medical Reserve Corps, who have been staffing your clinics during this pandemic. If you would like more information, go to the Department of Health website, wherever you are. It will have a drop-down menu for the Medical Reserve Corps. What skills can you give to us and help us volunteer to give to others? Our world needs to have and thrive on volunteers. Our forefathers did it, and we're doing it. How can you help? Now, we talked about two-legged critters. My last 5-10 seconds here. Be careful with your four-legged critters. They too can get sick. They too can catch the COVID. They too, no, we're not going to put a mask on them. but be mindful of them. Bye for now.